Do this, let's go in game and let's introduce our players. MaNa has to win this 2-0. He's the red Protoss player to the bottom left hand side of the map from Team Liquid. The 2-0 for him to advance through the group without any sort of tiebreakers having to come into play. To the bottom right. As we have the green Terran player. It's natural. So, sorry, getting news at the moment. Alright, sorry, just getting some confirmation. So in 5 hours time, we will be live with the Kesper Cup qualifiers for the NA server, or NA region. So, we're going to be having Mega Thursday. Just got Mega Does that make sense? Mega Thursday is going to be super duper mega, basically. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. So in about 5 hours, so again, just to confirm, what was gonna happen is we'll have this series now. We'll jump into the French WESG qualifier for a couple of series, maybe 3 series, depending on how fast this series is right now. We'll go offline for 3 or 4 hours. We'll come back with the Kesper Cup qualifier. Oh, what a day. What a day this is going to be. So, let's talk about this game. Natural versus MaNa. You're going to see a couple of racks coming down here in the factory from Natural. So, actually looking as though he might go for like the 2-1-1 opening, but in TVP. Which you might think is, well, that's a little bit odd. But actually, it makes a lot of sense because you can get that stim pack drop going nice and early. And sort of just go from there. So, who's hyped for the Kesper Cup qualifiers? Hope some of you guys are. Hope some of you guys are. I'm hyped. It's going to be a late one. It starts at 11 PM my time, so I hope a lot of you are going to stay up with me and enjoy the games late into the evening. As you're going to see this Adept coming forward, so you're going to get some damage onto Marine. Gets it low, doesn't quite go down just yet. As this Adept just going to work its way through this depot. So Adept is doing some damage to depot, and look at this, MaNa actually going to commit across the map. The mothership core coming across here as well. And I'm just going to be seeing these couple of pylons. Continue to come up over here, cancelling this pylon to the left hand side. And you see a pylon to the right hand side as well is going to get up though, and that will be overcharged. He did actually use one overcharge earlier to kill the Reaper though, so he doesn't have loads of energy with this. As we'll see him just waiting to use the overcharge now, maybe for the second Adept. Maybe if he doesn't have to use it, he won't use it. Just saying, well, you know what? I'm going to be dropping, trying to get rid of this depot just without it. It's kind of interesting that he puts the pylon here but doesn't use it at all. Man, that mothership core is low. At this point, he may have even given up his chance to really kind of get rid of this depot as well. So that's pretty crazy. So, just going to be seeing the third Adept coming forwards. I'm just going to be seeing mothership core coming in. I'm just going to be dropping an overcharge here potentially. Oh, why is the dog barking? Why is the dog in the room? I didn't even know. One second, guys. I just... Alright, sorry. Ah, fuck. Hit my leg. Right, so we do finally see an overcharge going down apparently, so we are going to see a depot killed off here. Now, Stim is pretty close to finishing. 4 Adepts still on this low ground. MaNa, actually with an Oracle in the main base as well, is going to pick up a bunch of workers. So a bunch of workers going down here. The Marines will eventually kill off the Oracle. The Adepts have committed in though. They'll go down too, but still picking off units. And, well, overcharge here is actually on the way to kind of killing off this Nexus. Natural asks for a pause. Oh man, he has 900 ping momentarily, so let's hope he can get this fixed quickly. And the mothership core and the pylon is going to actually kill the natural CC. Wow! So the natural CC goes down. Well, that's pretty sick. MaNa going to take a huge lead in game 1 in a series he must win. And the series he must win 2-0 to advance through without any tiebreakers being required to clean this up. A Widowmine and a Marine going to be moving forwards here, going to load up into this Medivacs as well. And Natural will go for one attack across the map to try and get damage done to equal, losing his Natural command center, but that is not going to be easy. So these two Medivacs going to continue boosting over to the left-hand side. Going to be seeing the Medivacs going to be unloading here in just a few moments. So it's going to be dropping off in towards the main base here. So going to be dropping off, we're going to get some damage done. Going to be seeing a Phoenix just on the way out, and some probes are going to start being pulled into this here. Widowmine is going to burrow. Going to whoa, nice denial there. Actually, we see some Phoenix coming in. This is really nice because the Phoenix will shut down these Medivacs from ever escaping properly. One of those Medivacs is so low, he's going to try and get to the high ground or to the island to unload. It's still going to be hunted down. The Medivac will fall, but the Phoenix have to back away now. So Phoenix have to back away. There's just going to be seeing combat shields being added on as well. So combat shields continuing to come up at this point in time. A few Marines just continuing to be healed up over here as well. Medivac going to pull away to the left, and I see some more Marines and Widowmine coming through the bottom side. A couple of Phoenix from MaNa right now. Again, looking to see what's up and what's happening. Just going to be starting to chase down this Medivac. Actually, Medivac going to boost away down to the south, and one Medivac up to the top. Probably going to boost away to the left. No, actually going to come down south as well. Marines join up together, then they're going to move forwards. And ooh, nice force field though. MaNa going to catch these units here. Targets down the Widowmine, gets the kill. And honestly, I think MaNa's counter-attack here might just be game-ending. Oh, well, losing this Medivac might just be game-ending too. As Natural is going to lose a lot. A couple of Marines going to go down, and these Phoenix are going to clean up both the Medivacs. Well, that will probably just about be GG. A little bit of a drop across the map, still doing something. So Natural still has something to play for, but it's not looking pretty. These sentries, just one of them going down to the Liberator. Phoenix come in. That will be GG. MaNa takes game 1. He's one game away from the playoffs. Okay. Let's do this, guys. Let's jump in game. Game number 2. MaNa wins this right now. He goes through the group in first place. True will go through in second. If he loses this, it goes to game 3, where if Natural wins the series blind, True advance. If MaNa wins the series into 2-1, it's a direct 3-way tie, and I have no idea what we do then. So top left side, our red pros player from Team Liquid is MaNa. And down to the bottom right, our green Terran is going to be Natural. Do I stream my ladder games? I used to stream my ladder games a while ago. Nowadays, I'm actually a little bit too busy to really stream ladder games and stuff too often. But not only that, it's just also the fact that when I do try, I just don't enjoy playing the game much anymore. It gets me too tilted. I try to be too... Because I can't play that often, when I do play, I'm disappointed in how bad my mechanics are and how much I suck at being supply. I just get pissed off, so I don't enjoy it. So I don't play too much anymore, actually. So, yeah. Unfortunately, it's just sort of the way it is. It's just sort of the way I feel. When I can play quite, a lot, and I can play like, a couple of hours a day, then I quite enjoy it, but lately I've been too busy, and that's when I get kind of annoyed when I can't play too often. Anyways, proxy racks from Natural, which we've pointed out. Now, MaNa does not see an expansion on the low ground. He's already, I think, beginning to think, what's going on here? No expansion. Takes a second gas, probably realizing that there's some sort of proxies on the way. It'll be interesting to see what he tries to go up against right now, or what he tries to do to go up against this with. So SCV comes in, then is going to pull away again. Reaper is on the way up from Natural as well. And getting that probe towards the front here from MaNa. Just again, looking to see what's up and looking to see what is going on. MaNa going to be coming up around. Going to be seeing this SCV pulling down towards the bottom right. We're going to see this barracks just starting up. We're going to see a Reaper on the way out. So Reaper will be on the way in. I'm just going to be seeing this outlaw reach there. Setting up to sort of chase this down. So Reaper comes in. Ooh, gets surrounded. Well, that's not a good start, obviously. He actually does get away with it, so that's very fortunate. As MaNa might drop an overcharge to deal with it. It's one of them weird things where shutting down the initial momentum can mean a lot, but at the same time, maybe not the best thing. Maybe best to kind of save. I'm going to be seeing natural CC coming up from natural. So he is just expanding back at home, so just a proxy Reaper play. Let's see what he does as the Reaper. Going to hop up into the main base again. Reaper comes in, and actually going to get surrounded again. Oh, and he gets away once more. It's crazy. Reapers are very lucky so far today. A couple of SCVs going down, and this Reaper just getting chased away. So this Reaper just getting chased away, and yeah, Reaper getting pushed down to the bottom right-hand side. Look at this again, triple power from MaNa, and because it's a late command center from natural, it's not finished building. And for the second game in a row, he might just find himself without a natural CC. This is crazy. Pulling back right now, this Mothership Core is taking a lot of damage. He will overcharge the pylons. It will kill a lot of the Marines. But the Mothership Core goes down. Oh, he's in range of the CC. He won't kill it. We miss it. He lacks high ground vision to get rid of any depots, etc. So, a little bit of an interesting trade there. Obviously, he's still delaying the CC by a long way. If he could have just overcharged this pylon and this pylon, that command center might have actually died. And that would have changed so much. And we've seen them Marines coming in. They're just going to start targeting this down. See a robo proxied by MaNa, so he's going to stay on being aggressive on one base here. And obviously slowing down the CC, slowing down the Terran play in general, will help a lot with that. As we're going to be seeing Marines taking the way through one pylon. They're going to go up to the high ground now as the depths start to shade across. And we do see Marines. They'll just sit on the high ground to kind of get rid of these. But again, CC gets delayed. And natural not having a very good time with that just yet. The depths start to shade back. MaNa can try and keep those adepts alive as long as possible. Try and dart away. Targets one Marine down, and another Marine gets away with one adept. Another Mothership Core. Is another Mothership Core on the way? No, he's just going to kind of go for Immortals and just bust this down at the front. I mean, I like it. I think it'll work out for him, honestly. 2 more gates about to finish. Reaper comes in, does see the lack of an expansion, obviously. We'll also see the lack of stuff in the main, so he has to prepare for something here. Cyclone on the way, actually a pretty good way to deal with this. A Liberator too. I quite like it, actually. Crown's still here from MaNa, so you could slow warp in if you'd like to, rather than fast warp in. And so here we go. High ground vision will be gained by the Adept Shade. This allows him to just pick away at these at this depot. So one depot going down already. The CC on the natural, actually, could target that down with the Immortals. He's not going to waste any time, though. He's going to come straight up this ramp. Another depot falls. Natural hitting a heavy supply block now. MaNa will start to warp in. Very slowly here. Orbital on the way up. That Liberator is on the way too. Not ready just yet. Did the Cyclone just die? I think it did. You're going to see the CC on the natural continue to take damage. He starts to burn down now. MaNa comes back up. We're going to see him just backing away to the corner. Warpism on the way. I like that. Gives him a lot of micro ability with this army. These Immortals, for example, right now can actually, well, maybe be picked up, but not if they're he has other units inside. MaNa's still microing around. Has to pull away from the Liberation Zone. 10 workers killed so far by him. And he's still pushing forwards. 23 probes to 16 right now. 30 armies applied to 20. Another Stalk again warped in at this point. I'm going to come around this side and just try and work his way through this barracks, which gets lifted, gets pulled away. He's going to try and elevate units up in towards this main base. And the thing is, awkward thing is actually that now he's sort of kind of half committed to this. It's such a weird one because he sort of just starts to come up, but then he sort of has to back down as well because his opponent starts to move forwards. Now warping in, actually in range of the Liberator. That's not pretty. You're going to see a few more units coming in. He has to try and back away. The Liberator will do a lot. As you can see here, Immortals and Stalkers being shot at, and actually now a tank coming up. You see this Liberator will reposition the Stalkers. Actually going to focus the tank. Initially the tank is going to go down. The Immortal helping out a lot with that. MaNa's losing a lot of units though, and he's going to be a CC and kind of a base down, remember. If this continues, we're going to see Stalkers now, though. A few more of them coming in, and maybe enough to kind of chase this Liberator down. We'll start to target the Liberator. We'll get rid of it before it kind of does too much. And this means now MaNa can kite very nicely, pulling back away with these Stalkers against these Marines. Lifts up there and just backs away to the low ground. And he'll just keep on kiting like this. These Marines with no stim pack or anything are so weak against something like this. Only a Widowmine now building. That's not going to be too good. And it can also be microed against by the Warp Prism, lifting up units which the Widowmine's targeted onto when the Widowmine shoots and while it travels. Stalkers continue to move forwards again here, and there's that Widowmine. I think he sees it. As a medevac comes out, well, that's pretty nice, but actually enough Stalkers to just keep on trading. You can see here that MaNa is going to have a pretty good time continuing to fight. The Stalkers are kiting backwards as SCVs get pulled in. Marines are still being targeted down. The medevac goes down as well. Where Widowmine moves a little bit further forwards here. MaNa will just do that little bit of a trick there. There it is, exactly as you mentioned. As the Widowmine travels, he lifts up the Stalker into the Warp Prism to avoid that. A few Adepts warping in, and I think that there is actually just about going to be game. Another tank going to come out, but it's not going to matter. MaNa takes the 2-0, and he is going to do it. The first